Okay, let's get this going. So hi, I'm Three Gnomes. I promise not to shake the camera constantly. Off to a great start here. So today we're going to be playing Fallout New Vegas. I played it a little bit, but I never actually beat the story. I feel like most of the memories I have of it are actually of like the DLC. So yeah, I want to actually get into that. So I'm going to go ahead and get that up and running. I'll keep an eye on the chat as we're going, so yeah, feel free to ask questions or anything like that. I'm an indie game developer, for those of you who don't know me. I'm Three Gnomes, I'm an indie game developer. I'm working on a psychological horror 3D platformer called Toby's Topsy Tale, which is supposed to come out this fall. So if you're interested in that, you can find information about that in devlogs on my channel, but I'm just an indie game developer, so if you have questions about that, feel free to ask. I'm really just wanting to have a chill time here, play some games, hang out with my community as they pop in and out, and just kind of figure out what you guys want to know about me or my experience. So I'm going to pop into New Vegas now. I also need to not clear my throat constantly. So let's share the screen here. I think we should be good on that front. There we go. Obsidian Entertainment. Okay, just keeping an eye on the chat as best I can. Perfect. Please stand by. Alright. Let's get going. If you have any issues with the audio balancing in the comments, in the chat, please let me know. I can adjust that. It's a little loud for me even, actually. It says continue, but I don't think I have any game files. No. Alright, yeah, so we really are starting from scratch. I've got the downloadable content here. I think pretty much all of it. Yeah, so let's get going on that. Hoping the music doesn't get me flagged. It's a vibe. They really start out by just showing New Vegas as like the worst looking place. There's like 6 people and they're all drunk and they're all part of like the military probably. I don't know about you, but anytime I've gone into a bar and that's been the vibe, I've gotten out immediately. And that's not even to talk about the armed sniper and the barbed wire. He just stands up and shoots. He's got no... He just didn't care too much about who he was shooting, is what I felt like. I guess raiders have like 6 styles, so it's pretty easy to tell, but... Okay, so I do remember a little bit. We've got the Legion here, right? And then we got Benny.
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults.
Yeah, go ahead and give me the lore, Hellboy.
When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages.
It's Gnomen time, baby!
As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest
Might be my new catchphrase.
beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless...
Kind of forgot how riveting the intro to this game is.
They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River.
I guess I could skip it, but
The NCR
kind of takes some of the fun out of it, doesn't it?
east to occupy Hoover Dam.
Please tell me if my audio levels are like blowing your ears out or anything. Again, this is my first stream, so kind of figuring this out as I go a little bit.
Different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes. Caesar's Legion.
I know eventually we're going to get into like the advanced lore of all this and have to have like philosophical debates about whether or not the NCR is right or the Legion is right or Mr. House is right, but
Across the river, it gathered strength.
I just can't be bothered with this exposition at the moment.
Training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express.
Okay, so we got to me finally.
To the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
Okay. Okay, we back to Chandler now? Here we go.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
It's me. I'm waking up. These guys don't look like they know what's going on.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid.
Is my chat not coming up on the stream?
Sorry you got twisted up in this
I have to
scene.
fix that.
From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-karat run of bad luck.
Why do the other guys look so confused and scared?
The game was rigged from the start.
The expressions on all of their faces was sending me. Okay. Alright, thanks William for the heads up about the audio levels. I'm going to take a second to figure that out in just a second. Also, the chat isn't popping up. I thought I had it set up for my stream to show what you guys are saying, but it looks like maybe I'm the only one that's seeing it. Okay, I'm going to take a second while it's telling me all the things I got to see if I can fix this a little bit. Okay, so let's look at the chat, see why that's not working for me. Just messing with that a little bit. Sorry. Okay, maybe that's it. Okay, hopefully that'll work a little bit better. I'm going to turn up the audio for the game just a little bit. Okay, we're back in it. Still just looking at all the cool stuff I got. I almost started playing without all of the the DLC because I typically like to kind of go into it fresh, like with not any of the stuff that they just kind of give you if you pay for it. But I also didn't want to have to figure it out later, so I just went with the edition that had all of it.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now.
Yeah, I got
Why
shot
don't
in the
you
head.
relax a second. Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Well, my name's definitely not my job. This isn't going to help me seem any more sane, but my name is Three Gnomes. Yeah, you seem pleasantly surprised.
It's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm
I
Doc
mean,
Mitchell.
valid.
Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place.
Hey, Big Haid remembers the first devlog. I love the call out. I've been working on the devlogs for a long time. I love that you've been here this long. Thank you. William, 3 Gnomes is in an NCR Ranger trench coat. Yeah, it's whether you agree with the NCR or not, it's a pretty dope trench coat. Let's see, what are we looking at here? Oh, that's that's a vibe. Alright, so my plan for this is to kind of go with a, I want to go with a smart cowboy type. I'm going to pop up intelligence, all that, so let's see what we're looking at here. I actually don't mind some of that. Let's see. So he needs a big jaw. Yeah. Eye color. Green. I do feel like the customization, I mean, it was pretty good for its time, but it's pretty good for its time, but I feel like a lot of it now is just like, it doesn't feel like much has changed other than like the hair and the facial hair. It did make me laugh that the age change is pretty much just, he looks like he's got jaundice. I don't think that's necessarily what happens when you age. It's like, yeah, I'm angry. What are you doing in my bar? And then it's, can you escort me to a hospital, please? Let's see. He just got shot. I think a jaundice look isn't the worst that it could be. I actually don't mind that hair. Tunnel snake. That's not really this part. That isn't from these parts, now is it? Yeah, I think that'll work. I'm thinking maybe a corn silk. That's not bad. Suede. Suede. That's the move. Facial hair. I'm really digging what we got going on now. It really fits the cowboy thing I'm going for. But let's just see. Survivalist. So you can have a beard, a rough beard, goatee, beatnik, gunslinger, maybe. Ladies man. Chat, is this what women want? I just, because I'm doing a different thing, and maybe I'm off kilter, but according to Obsidian Studios and probably Bethesda, this is what ladies want. Did I accidentally go back? Yeah, I guess I did. Alright, well, I don't want that, even if ladies do, so. Blackwater! We gotta get back to Blackwater. I love how quickly RPG stuff, especially the facial hair, goes from like, yeah, this is someone that you've seen before in real life, to like, this is an unholy creation of your worst nightmares. I don't think Doom Rider is bad. Bristly cool. I kind of want it to seem like a cowboy that is just a little down on his luck. Or maybe he never had any luck. Probably doesn't if he just got shot in the head. Grizzled samurai. Is this a grizzled samurai look? Yeah, Doom Rider does look like Lemmy. You know what? I'm feeling it. I'm feeling Doom Rider. Let's go for it. Alright, sorry if I smacked the mic there. Are you sure you want this to be your character? Yeah, why not? Oh, I keep going back on accident. Okay, I was questioning my choices, but I didn't mean to go all the way back. Yeah, that's me. That's 3 gnomes. He looks like a tavern keeper. I like it. William says, "Yeah, that's definitely the vibe he's giving off. Like, yeah, I took a job as a courier a while back just because the bar wasn't doing too good, and next thing I know, I'm lying in the dirt, and some old man's telling me to look at a screen and tell me what my face looks like." It's risky business around these parts.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet.
Careful, old man. Looking a little close there.
Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there.
You sound kind of condescending.
Oh, now. It ain't a race.
Am I? I just stand up on the bed. It's like, take it easy. I'm like, no, jump backwards, right on top of the bed. Apparently, he's gonna have beef with me if I try and take a nap. He's like, no, I said to walk. Come on. All right, let's see.
Looking good so far.
You sure about that? Did you see the guy I made?
Vigor tester a try.
All right.
We'll learn right quick if you get back all your faculties.
Okay, so I've been thinking about this. All right, I'm kind of thinking medium strength. I want him to be real smart. I want to pop up intelligence so I can maximize those skill points. I also want him to be always trust the Vault 13 canteen. I want him to be strong, not too strong. I want him to be smart. Let's just say he's a lightweight. He's not too tough. Back in the day, he could have put some people out on the street when they came into his tavern looking for trouble, but these days he's lucky to stay on his feet. Perception. You can't see too good since the whole getting shot in the head thing. Endurance. He's recovering from an injury, so he's also not doing too good there. Charisma. People seem to like him, though. It's something about the Motorhead vibes, I think. Casanova. Movie star's fine. Intelligence. I want him to be real smart. Ridiculously smart. Let's bump that up. Look, if he just got shot in the head, he must not be very lucky at all. So, let's just, yeah, this guy broke quite a few mirrors. His mother's back was broke a long time ago. He's clearly not very lucky. Let's put some extra points into agility then. See, you can't keep a good cowboy down. Now, if he's the enduring type, let's see, I can do a better voice than that. You can't keep a good cowboy down. Not if he's the enduring type. And not if he's got a 6-shooter the size of all tarnation. Okay, I think I'll just... maybe I'll put an extra one into strength. I want to be able to carry things. Alright. So he's not doing too good since the accident, but people seem to like him, and he's smart as hell. And he's fast. Some folks claim not to believe in luck, but when they lose in a duel, you'll hear them say, "That lucky son of a gun." Alright, I'll tell you what. Just because people seem to not like going all the way to 10, I'll tell you what. I'll level with you. We'll go 9. And we'll give you one more luck. Why not? New California Republic popped it into the chat. I feel like I got to take some of their advice, right? I saw a post recently on Facebook of just the regular California Republic bear, and someone was asking why it only had one head. Luck is used for gambling. Luck might be used for gambling, but I also feel like he wouldn't be very good at it. Does that face look like someone who could gamble? It looks like someone that would walk into the bar and try and gamble, and people would be like, "Sir, you've got like 10 minutes to live. Are you sure you want to spend it here?" And he'd probably say, "Yeah." Just looking at him.
Look at that. Maybe them bullets done your brain some good. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn are dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions?
To jump, yeah, that's what I'm immediately feeling. So I got shot in the head, woke up, redesigned my face, had plastic surgery, kind of did some checks, and then it's like, alright, you want to start jumping? Go for it. Here's how you do it. You sip from your trusty Vault 13 canteen. I hate vault dwellers. Yeah, well, they're clearly not the best example of how to live in the wasteland, but oh, I am.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Cat.
House.
Dog. Okay, maybe my brains were scrambled a little bit. House. Shelter.
Night.
Silencer.
Bandit.
Kill. Stab's close enough.
Light.
Cigarette. Torch is closest.
Mother.
Okay, these are all kind of weird. Cookie jar.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
No. I think I like shooting people from time to time.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
That's true. A man learns he's got to take care of himself, especially when everyone he knows and loves leaves him because he's got a problem.
I'm always fixing to be the center of attention.
I mean, I didn't choose the celebrity life, but when you walk around and people mistake you for Metalhead all the time, I don't know.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Human shield. Slow to embrace new ideas. No, I think that it's a cornerstone of man's development to look at their assumptions and decide whether or not they should change their views on a certain given subject based on new information that's given. Any good tavern keeper can tell you that.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
That's right, after a drink.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
A chemical reaction, shadow on a door frame, oozing wound, an angry two-headed ant. I guess a chemical reaction, like you spilt some ink on paper or something.
Okay. How How about this one?
How often do you do this, Doc Mitchell? How often are you pulling people out of their graves and having to perform psych evaluations on them that you have like a whole fucking setup here? Oh, try not to curse too much. Forgive that. Gotta keep it PG. Of course. What do I see? I see a sword. These get me because I look at them and I go, how is that a priceless work of art? All right. Space age technology. Maybe, I guess it's like electricity coming out at the top. Yeah, I gotta stay on good terms with YouTube. I'm embarrassed to say that it don't look like nothing.
Last one.
Okay, this looks like two samurais squatting and giving a high five as they like look at like two statues. A head on a pillow. That looks like a head on a pillow. Is this all just to like indicate that I am actually insane, that I'm just saying nonsense at this point? Sure, a bearded man. A bearded skeleton, maybe.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
You're avoiding eye contact with me, and I don't know how I feel about it. Energy weapons. I don't know how... I like energy weapons. I don't know how much they're going to be available early on. Again, I haven't played this in a very, very, very long time. I definitely don't want to mess with melee weapons. Science. I am thinking science would be a good one. I know for meta purposes there's a reason to have explosives early on, but I'm not gonna be that way. I feel like just going simple with guns might be the move. Sneaking. I know, it's riveting to watch me just sit here and pop through things. So let's see. I'm sure he's used a gun before, running a tavern and all, and you know, when he's got lots of peer-reviewed studies that he's gone over, and extensive knowledge of the inner workings of computers and such and terminals. So science isn't needed. Speech and you know, getting people out of his bar in a timely manner is an important thing. And when you're not strong, you got to be good at talking your way out of situations.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Alright, let's see. Okay, quite a few to choose from. Wild Wasteland is always a fun one. Any recommendations, chat? Fast shot. I think accuracy is something that might be important. I think glasses might be something that'd be useful. You gain 5 points to every skill, but you suffer a negative 10% from experience gained from now on. I know that intelligence is the big factor for that. And I do have a high intelligence, so maybe it would equal out. Small frame. Could have my limbs broken. You gotta take your time and aim up a shot. Maybe that's the move. Alright, that's it. I'm a 4 eyes. Look, I need my glasses. I don't always wear them, but I need them. Oh, I don't. That posture's something there, though. Wild Wasteland? Alright. You're right. What was I thinking? I don't think I've ever played, because I've tried playing it twice before. I don't think I've ever played without Wild Wasteland. So yeah, let's go with that. Actually, well, I guess it's an unrelated story. I'll get to it at some point, though.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me. I'll see you out.
I keep forgetting that look does not go with that's it. The look on my face just does not go with being in underwear and a t-shirt. I look unhinged. But I could loot you first.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
In case you don't notice, Doc, I don't know who I am. So what am I supposed to do out there?
You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Thanks, Doc. No, thank you. I feel like enjoying my gameplay experience. Ain't that a kick in the head? Pre-war hat. I don't think that's the vibe. I'm gonna loot you a little bit if you don't mind, sir. Alright, let's take a look at this. Okay. Binoculars. They do 0 damage. I guess I can't say I'm surprised. Okay, so I started out with quite a bit of stuff. Just from all that DLC. Okay. Alright, let's try some things out. Let's do a fashion show. Fashion show, fashion show, fashion show at lunch. That's not too bad. That might be the vibe. I would like to keep it light so I don't get my agility down. Yeah, that's the move. I gotta find some glasses. I'm having trouble seeing. Throwing spear, that's a vibe. Okay, I have some... $16.46 per second. Again, I get in this mode where I'm actually reading the stuff, and let's go with the pistol. Okay, he's got a little lab here. I don't know if cooking Walter White's Blue Sky is gonna help much with repairing battered skulls, but I'm glad he's got a side business. Let's see what else you got here, Doc. Camera. Okay. A little bit of a drug. I can take that. Okay. So, I do have a funny story about the beginning of this game, or at least it's like semi-related to it. So I do a lot of D&D, and I did this one campaign where it was semi-modern, so there were like computers and TVs and everything, but it was also like coded, really fantasy, with castles and knights and kings and mages and all that. And one of the things that I did was, so there was this point where they went to this tower of this evil scientist who was like supposedly an evil genius, and as they're going through his tower, they keep realizing that like his experiments are just really stupid and they're not making like any sense at all. And then they eventually get to like his personal room, and so I'm just trying to like get them to realize that this isn't like the actual evil scientist. He's been replaced by like a stupid clone of himself. And so they break into his computer and they're checking out like all of his files, and it's all just stupid nonsense. And then eventually they find that he's got Fallout New Vegas on his computer, and they open it and they realize that he's just been like looping the intro over and over again, and he can't figure out how to get past the intro because he thinks when he gets shot in the head, it's over, he's dead. And so he restarts. And so that was like the way to show that he was stupid. It's like, oh man, I can't figure out how to get past Biddy. Every time I start the game, I just die immediately. How do people play this? Coded transmission of some sort with a sad, jazzy undercurrent that makes your head hurt. Okay, yeah, here's all the stuff. Got a little battery set up here. Birds. Okay. Travel the canyon wreckage near Prim and enter the divide. Find the Happy Trolls Caravan Master. Okay, that's all stuff that I actually don't want to do right now. Okay, no. Okay, I don't know who sent this, so I'm just going to do a regular voice. So this is what I had on me. Instructions. Deliver the package at the north entrance to the Vegas Strip by way of Freeside. An agent of the recipient will meet you at the checkpoint. Take possession of the package and pay for the delivery. Bring the payment to Johnson Nash, remember that, at the Mojave Express Agency in Prim. Bonus on completion, 250 caps. Manifest. This package contains one oversized poker chip composed of platinum. Oh, hit the wrong thing. He just drops it when he's halfway reading. Composed of platinum. That's going to be important, I imagine. Contract penalties. You are an authorized agent of the Mojave Express package until the delivery is complete and payment has been processed. Contractually obligated to complete this transaction and materially responsible for any malfeasance or loss. Failure to deliver to the proper recipient may result in forfeiture of your advance and bonus, criminal charges, and/or pursuit by mercenary reclamation teams. The Mojave Express is not responsible for any injury or loss of life you experience as a result of said reclamation efforts. Valid. Okay, so I got a few things I could do. Let's start with just what they recommend. We'll go talk to Sunny Smiles. That's Victor.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Thanks for digging me out of that grave.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
How did you happen to stumble upon me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up at the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were. So I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
Well, thank you. I've never seen a robot like you before, but to be fair, I don't remember much about anything at all except my name and, what I guess I looked like.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 26 would be. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
I will do that, sir. Hey, do you know who those men were who shot me in the head? They had a pretty distinctive suit on, one of them did.
Can't say that I'm familiar with the West Coast. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
How'd you end up here? Well, you might. Everyone here might be robots, actually. It's just you and the doc I've seen, so maybe I shouldn't be so confused.
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any.
Well, I guess that's all I got to say to you, sir.
Happy trails.
Open 24 hours. Prospector Saloon. They've got a prospector right on the porch, so you don't doubt the name.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
Are you Easy Pete? Are you just talking in the third person? Why are you called that?
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners.
So, did you settle up here because it was called the Prospector Saloon, or did you just sit on this porch and they built the saloon around you? Also, do you know anything about the guy who shot me in the head? He wore a weird suit.
The one in the fancy suit
Yeah.
be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
Well, geez, thanks. So you were a real prospector, like you dig for gold and silver and such.
Nah. Means I poked through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it.
Fair. See, now this looks like an old man. Why is it when I did the age slider on my character, it just gave me jaundice? I don't get it. So they can make you an old man. Did you ever find anything good out there, old man?
Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out.
What's wrong with the NC? I don't even know who the NCR is, because I don't have any damn memory. Why would I ask that? What do you use the bighorners for? I don't think I've seen a bighorner yet, so I'm not going to ask that. Do you know anything about Victor? That's a good question.
The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be.
Well, I'll see you.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
It's a little weird. He just kind of putzes around, huh? Yeah, I guess I go in. Ooh.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry. She won't bite unless I tell her to.
Yeah, the doc said you could teach me how to not die again, if you have the time.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
All right. Is that the end of our conversation then? I had more things to ask. Is that music? Is someone playing music around here? I hate music. And not just because I'm worried that someone will be mad at me for playing it. I feel like YouTube probably doesn't like playing music. That probably has copyright. But I can't find the radio, so... Oh, it's probably the jukebox. Yeah, shut that off. So to these people, I just like walked in and was like, hey, can you teach me how to not die? And then I just kind of walked around messing with radios and kicking open bathroom doors. It's definitely the ladies' room I opened. All right, so I'm not off to a good start to the locals, I'm sure. Okay, no big loading screen. That threw me off. Where am I going?
Now,
Oh.
see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Okay, it automatically equipped it. Good.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight.
I don't think that's helping me none.
Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Sure, why
Follow
not?
me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
I thought there was a button that's like run. I guess not. That's fat. Is there not a run button? I'm so out of touch. So, you from around these parts? Just gonna ignore me? We're just gonna run, just not talk to each other, just slightly jog through the desert till we get to the destination. All right, I guess so.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Do you think he pulls out that sack evaluation for people when they get bit by gecko bites, or?
Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
All right. Well, that did not go great. Gotta wait till you see the vague orange of their eyes before you shoot. All right. Yeah, they're dangerous little creatures, but that breaks my heart. They look like they would be such good pets if you could just get them to not murder you.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Sure, I'll come with you.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
We're gonna run in silence again, or you gonna talk to me at some point? Because it's a little awkward. Can we talk a little bit, maybe?
Everything all right?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you some questions.
Well, let's just finish this first, all right? Then we could talk. Preferably somewhere where I can get a stiff drink and Cheyenne can keep cool.
Well, I guess that's valid. Ooh. Not the puppy. No, I want to get the other one. Not her. Maybe it's already dead. Forgot how dramatic these kill shots are in this game. I gotta be honest, this one looks like he's playing dead. He's like, ah, you got me, I'm dead. Ah. See, I don't know if any of this can be used for anything. Well, why not? Oh, she already take off? Where? Okay, yeah, she fully just took off on me. No! No! Okay, I'm genuinely not happy now. What the fuck? Sorry. Sorry, chat. Sorry, YouTube. I didn't know they could be hurt. Yeah, that look, that about does it. That's the look.
Found it, Cheyenne. Why'd you have to go running in like that? You were supposed to stay. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to see me like this. I'm not going to be very good company right now.
Yeah, neither am
I
I.
have another thing to teach. But I'll understand if you'd rather I just pay you so you could be on your way.
Did you guys know about this? I would have just skipped the tutorial probably if I'd have known that was on the table.
About living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Sure, why not?
All right then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Just like the sheriff in Fallout 3. If you do the, you know, if you tell on the 10-penny guy. They just kill him right off the bat. I'm genuinely pissed off. How are you going to start off a game by killing a... Okay, so now it makes sense you're not talking to me. Before you just seemed rude. Well, maybe I have a place to live now. That's not too bad. I could live here. Oh, is your neck okay after that? Fallout in Fortnite. Yeah, I did hear that Fallout was in Fortnite now. I didn't...
Everything all
Or
right?
it's gonna be, I guess. It's interesting.
Well, let's just finish this first, all right? Then we can talk.
I haven't played a lot of Fortnite, actually. I played actually quite a bit when it was starting, but then I stopped. I played a lot more Apex. Played a lot of Overwatch. Do you have something to tell me here?
Everything all right?
Yeah, you brought me here because you wanted to teach me something.
Until next time.
What do you mean, until next time? Did something break? Okay, find a brock flower and a xander root. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. No music. I don't think there's a whole lot of use for scrap in this game, as I recall. Is the map leading me to Xander or Brockflower, or is it just taking me nowhere? Yeah, it seems pretty far away, actually. Whatever. So clearly I am interested in playing more of this. Are there any other games you guys would be interested in seeing me play on stream? Because I'm really kind of open for anything. I'm just trying to play the games I want to play with you guys. so you can talk to me, ask me questions, get to know me better, ask questions about indie game dev, any of the games that I work on, even, for example. So really, I'm kind of okay playing most anything. I'm just trying to hang out and play games that I think will be fun. So ooh. Hey, buddy. Never been out west, but I'm pretty sure they're not supposed to get that big. Oh, it doesn't need me to go in. It just wants me to pick that up. Well, why not go in? Just see what's inside. You take a sip from your trusty Vault 13 canteen. Giant is relative. Sometimes I forget what my face looks like, and then I see it. I think I am going to switch weapons, though. Oh, these things are hideous. I will say they are well designed. They've got a nice little like flutter to their wing things. They come at you in just unsettling little groups. Well, let's hack this terminal, huh? Let's see, it's an RIT-V300. Owner, RW Accounts.F, Halt Maintenance, Arabco Industries. So that's the thing. You get an Upperman with a 64 kilobyte. You can get into it. Let's see. Let's start with trading. Only 1 of 7. So I think maybe the third eye is correct. Alright, let's see if we can hack the system a little bit here. I'm still getting my bearings here a little bit with all this, there we go. Alright. Move some duds. Here we go. Just a little bit of puzzle solving. That's all it is. Logon. Oh, log on. Log in. Disengage a lot. Now let's see what you got in here for me. Stealth boy. Alright. A super stem pack. I didn't know they got super. I don't need the pre-war money. Don't think anyways. I have to fight my Fallout 4 urges to just pick up all the scrap that I know has useful materials. Like, I don't think I actually need Wonder Glue, but every time I see it, I'm like, ah, adhesive. Mantis oetheca. What an unnerving term. Salesman Weekly. That seems like it could come in real useful. Did it not? Alright. Thought that was supposed to do something. BRB. No problem. What am I doing? Alright, so now I need to go get the other thing. So I wanted to be the smartest cowboy in the West. I have successfully hacked a terminal. That's a good start, I think. Salesman Weekly is worn off. Oh, see, I should have read it. I thought it was like the magazines where it gives you a permanent boost. Oh my god, that is a horrifying creature. Yeah, that's the bighorner. That's a young one. That they get bigger and older and uglier. Okay, I kind of like it now that it's just munching grass and looking a little confused towards me. Yeah, okay, I'll stop talking about how ugly you are and such. You're right, that's on me. Although I can't ask Easy Pete now about about what a bighorner is. Now that I've seen one canonically. Rat scorpions already? Oh, these are bark scorpions. Big cross over there. Alright, that's... Huh. I feel like their cemetery is making our cemetery look real lame. You couldn't have shot me over there, maybe? I genuinely think these are some of the most disgusting creatures in all of Fallout. Especially, like, if you read the details about them. I'm pretty sure they, like, inject you with their larvae. Something along those lines. That is hideous. Dodge and weave, dodge and weave. And get close enough that... What do I play that... I keep getting mixed up with what button reloads. I must play some button where it's the... I must play some game where it's the other button. Okay, this is where I got shot in the head. Let's see if we can find any clues. Keep out. Okay, there are big scorpions down there, so it's probably a good call. But I can see New Vegas. Take a trip from your trusty Vault 13 canteen. Okay, I looted a grave. I gotta be honest. I don't feel too great about that, but I also might do it again if there's something cool in the grave. A shovel. Okay, so I need a shovel to properly loot these graves. Oh, that's okay. Rip Jake. This one's fenced in. I didn't even get a cross for mine? You didn't even put a cross up for me? Shot me in the head. Couldn't even put up a cross. I'm insulted. Well, I'm not above robbing graves. Hey, thanks for the hearts, Blake. So glad to have you watching. Right now we're just collecting things, I guess, for the tutorial. Maybe I should have just skipped the end part of that where you make things. Okay, here's what I came for, the Brock flower. Okay, so now I'm gonna, I think, run all the way back to that campfire. I swear that cross over there just reminds me of like a cross I pass like every day. Not every day, but it's in my city. It's kind of weirding me out a little bit. So feel free to ask me questions in the chat. I honestly have no problem just like talking more about that. As fun as this game is, it does end up being a lot of walking through the desert, which is notoriously a very boring thing to do. So feel free to help me out and give me some some inspiration of something to talk about. Oh, Wild Wasteland, baby! Yeah, bent tin can. That's crazy. I'm just kidding. It's over here. I know this one. Reference to Indiana Jones. I'll take the Suave Gambler hat. Why not? I don't know if it fits me necessarily. Let's see what it does, though. Let's see. Is this the vibe? Sure, an ill-fitting hat. He took off a corpse. That's probably the vibe. At least till he finds a better one. And it'll help my perception. So, I've played Fallout New Vegas. I've tried playing it a few times. I feel like I remember the DLC more than anything else. Specifically the one where you're, I think, in the mountain and they're the robot brains in jars with the screen eyes and faces. I thought that was really cool, especially in terms of like a sci-fi narrative type way. There were several things I remember from that, but I'm almost positive I never finished the main story of New Vegas. Okay. Are you going to talk to me now?
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these will do just fine.
Cool.
Just fine. All right, now. We're going to be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
Alrighty. Okay, simple enough.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. Okay. Well, good luck to you. I'm heading back to the Prospector. I could use a drink about now. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Hey, no worries. Thanks for popping in, Blake. It just means a lot that you checked it out. Genuinely. This is my first stream, so... Or at least my first gaming stream. I streamed myself working on my game briefly a while back, but I am looking to stream a lot more, so... Genuinely, thank you very, very much. Can I fast travel yet? Should I fast travel yet? I don't know, the music's pretty ominous. Not gonna lie. I turned off the air conditioner so it would not bother the stream audio, but more and more as we go, I'm starting to slowly roast. So if I start sweating, it's not because of the intensity of Good Springs over here. What's the bighorner, old man?
Howdy.
What do you use the bighorner for? I want to know what it is, but sure. What do you use those bighorners for, huh?
Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered.
I think I like the bighorners, actually.
Yup.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
What the hell is your problem?
You run into me and then ask what my problem is? My problem is I'm standing here, I guess. Hey, something up?
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
I leveled up. Just walk in and I'm like, show me what you got for me. A lot of things here to ask. Let's start with just, what was that about? Because that got bumped into me pretty hard, actually.
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with.
Does that have to do with me getting shot in the head?
This traitor, Ringo, comes into town.
No, I guess not.
Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
Well, what are you going to do about that?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
The powder gangers?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big
That's
escape
true.
not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they can make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
Alright, well, why don't you just kill the guy? He bumped into me. I want to kill him myself, honestly.
You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants.
Alright, well, where is your Ringo guy? Maybe I'll talk to him.
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
Alright, never mind. I want to talk about... Why do I got to be so like... Alright, whatever. Yeah, okay. I got other questions. Why is that the vibe I got to give off here? I can't just be like, hey, I do have other questions for you.
Alright.
So what happens if I help Ringo?
If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Good Springs. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad. And they've got a lot of friends out there.
So if I help Ringo, Good Springs like me more. What if I help the powder gangers?
Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit.
And the man was who?
He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there.
Oh, well, anyways, I got shot in the head. Do you know who did that?
Not much, other than there were a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
They say where they were going?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
And why is that? Or I could be like, go on.
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
Okay. I still don't know what... You still didn't tell me where they were going.
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Okay, I don't know what these numbers mean, but you're telling me he's going to start stripping? So I got to find a strip club. There's a place over there with a bunch of signs and towers and lights. Maybe that's where he'd start stripping. Want to take a look at your radio?
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a...
Hey, you know that robot that dug me out of the ground? Does he just dig up all the bodies and just check and see if they're alive? Is that why all the graves look fresh?
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
What's he do? Because I just seen him walking around, and apparently he digs up graves. It seems like a vagrant with extra, more malevolent steps.
Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before.
Oh God, the robot thinks I'm hot. So you clearly don't vibe with this here robot, huh?
It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy.
How long has he been walking around digging up graves?
It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was.
Its owner, like it's a dog? Oh.
Fine by me.
Yeah, they get a lot of visitors around here.
Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies.
Is there anything interesting going on out there? I don't know if the doc told you, but I had a bullet in my head, and now I don't remember nothing but my name and the fact that I got a mustache.
There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
That sounds pretty big. What is the NCR? I feel like I always like the idea of doing a melee, like a melee run, but then when I actually get going, it's fun for like the first hour, and then I'm like, oh, all right, like it's like that thing from, I think it's like Tenacious D, the movie. It's like, get over here so I can stab you. No, please share anything you want to share. It doesn't matter if it's on topic or not. We're just chilling here playing games, honestly. So any thoughts you have, any questions you want to know, please just chime in. We're just chilling, dude.
The new California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin.
Ah, you mean like what replaced Darth Vader and the Emperor in Star Wars? They stretched themselves too thin, and then in the sequels, they were able to be shot down. That's being explored in the Obi-Wan series, and also, well, no, not the Obi-Wan series. The what's the one that just came out? Mandalorian and Boba Fett. They're spread too thin. Okay, why do they want this dam? They thirsty? I guess they're in a desert.
Because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity.
Ah, that makes sense.
Savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something.
Alright, so they don't like electricity. Is there anything else you can tell me about them?
Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory.
Alright, so they wear cool costumes. I can vibe with that. I don't need to buy anything,
Be
so.
careful out there.
Put some points into repair since you asked about your radio. I'll read up on that. I did not do well sneaking. That's for sure. Put one of the energy weapons just in case I find one. Lockpick's always a good one. And I'll put a couple more into science. What's my speech at, actually? There we go. Oh, okay. Here we go. Confirmed Bachelor. In combat, you do plus 10% damage against male opponents. Outside of combat, you'll sometimes have access to unique dialogue options dealing with the same sex. That's an interesting one. Alright. Intense training. That's one to keep in the back burner. In combat, you do plus 10% damage against female opponents. Outside of combat, you'll sometimes have access to unique dialogue options in dealing with the opposite sex. Alright, so it's a pretty inclusive set of skills. It's one or the other. I'm actually Pan Killer. I'd like to do 10% damage against anything, regardless of its decided gender or anything else. That's a pretty good one. With a retention perk, the bonuses granted by skill magazines last 3 times longer. Swift Learner. With each rank in Swift Learner, you gain an additional 10% to total experience points whenever experience points are earned. That seems like a good one. And okay. Bye. What am I doing here? Okay, yeah, let's go talk to Ringo. Actually, I want to talk to this guy that's been sitting at the bar. You know, I used to work at a bar, sir. I used to stand right here and tell people to get out when they sit here too long.
That Doc Mitchell sure knows his stuff, doesn't he?
He does. I got shot in the head, and I'm here talking.
If you're looking for supplies, Chad over at the general store can help you out.
All right.
Howdy.
Hi, we've been talking. All right, whatever. Let's take a look at this. Examination of the radio's internal components reveals that several parts and connections were popped loose when the radio hit the floor. It should be a fairly simple repair job to get it working again. Sure, I can do that. Free to roll a stranger one fine day. Oh, thank you. For legal reasons, I don't want to hear your damn music. Okay, I should probably save. Oh no, I'm running out. I've now got 1 out of my 1,000. All right, first things first. Let's talk to Sunny Smiles. How you doing?
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer?
I was told Prim would be a good place.
Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is a town with a roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can.
Yeah, I'm broke. I got shot in the head, and I'm assuming I was robbed as well, or else I was just already broke. So, is there anything I can do to like make some money around here?
Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite.
Oh,
Take these.
I already looted it. I already got in there.
Well, go ahead and keep the stuff I gave you anyway. It'll be more useful to you than me.
Oh, thank you. So what do you actually like do around here other than not protect your dog enough?
I hunt geckos mostly. The meat's pretty good and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rat scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Good Springs, so wildlife is always creeping in.
So you're just like the tough guy. What do you know about the area around?
What do you want to know?
What are there other towns nearby?
Southeast of here is Prim. Can't miss it.
All right, Prim.
It has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there.
All right, finally get to see the NPR.
Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot. The New
NCR?
California Republic. Bunch of settlers and soldiers coming in from the west, fixing on making Nevada their own. They can be right pushy, but the roads are safer because of them, so I tend to let it go. Not that I got a choice.
Okay, what are they keeping you safe from? The geckos? Because you seem like you got them, or is it the Legion?
Well, the wildlife for one thing, rowdy locals for another.
Makes sense.
They're protecting their own. Just happens to help us.
All right.
Holding off this other group from the east too.
Other group from the east. All right, this is the Legion, right?
Call themselves Caesar's Legion. Never seen them in these parts, so I couldn't tell you much. I hear rumors, that's about it. Supposedly they keep slaves and they got some real nasty ways of killing folks. But maybe that's just something folks in the NCR cooked up to make themselves seem more useful here. Less uninvited.
I sure hope I don't have to find out. What kind of creatures out there other than the gecko things?
Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos.
All right, good to know.
Coyotes are pretty dangerous in large packs, but otherwise they're nothing to really worry about. The geckos aren't too tough, but they've got a nasty bite. I've heard about bigger, nastier versions out in the wasteland, but I've never seen them.
Hope I don't either.
And steer clear of the hills north of Good Springs. The critters up there are big and poisonous.
All right. Well, I guess
If
that's
you want to know anything
good.
else, just ask. Until next time.
You just stand there. You just gonna watch me there. It's kind of creepy. All right. I want to try and break into this computer though, because I'm nosy and no one can stop me. I mean, no one can stop me from being nosy. Technically, someone could probably stop me from breaking into this. Let's see. Alright. Resting. 1 of 7 correct. Okay, that would be 2 in the same spot. That'd be multiple in the same spot. That's only 1 in the same spot. There we go. See, it's a puzzle. Ain't nothing better the cowboy likes than solving a little puzzle. Alright, let's see what's really going on around here. Right? Just in case. Okay, well, I'm not really trying to rob you. I've lost yeah, I guess so. You know what? Actually, yeah, I guess I did. That makes sense. Alright, let's see what you got in this here safe, though. Okay, that's not bad. Like, I don't really want to rob you. I'm just a curious guy. Curious about what you got going on in here. I can't lock it? Okay, well. Just gonna pretend I didn't do that. I didn't take anything out of it, so I didn't do anything too wrong. What's my karma at? Isn't it here? Don't I have a karma somewhere? Well, I know I have a karma. It's just maybe not relevant enough yet. I don't know. Let's go talk to Ringo. Ringo. Oh, I'm going the complete wrong way. I just defaulted to the cemetery. Death is trying to drag me back to the grave by the day. Okay, that guy's kind of creepy just standing there. It's definitely got the posture of a serial killer in a movie.
Way too many strangers coming into town these days. No offense.
Fair. Just stuff random stuff into your mailboxes, don't you? Of course, the implied ex-vault dweller just has this place entirely rigged up with electricity. What's this flag? That's probably a flag from before the war. Alright, Ringo in the gas station. Poseidon Energy. Let's check this place for traps first. Hey, you alright? You good?
That's close enough. Who are you?
I had a solid 30 seconds there to put a bullet in your head as you slowly walked over going, if I was an enemy, you'd be dead.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play?
Hey, you know there's a man named Joe Cobb looking for you?
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight.
And why are these powder gangers trying to get to you?
My caravan was on the return trip from California and heading back to the company branch in New Vegas when we got jumped. Not even a drop your weapons and hands up before the bullets started flying. We put up a good fight, but there was too many of them. I took a few of the bandits down before I ran, so I figure their friends are out for revenge.
Sounds like you should be even as far as I'm concerned. What are you going to do about them?
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves.
They probably won't. They're kind of cowards right here. I mean, if you need some guns, I got a gun.
All I've got left on me are a handful of caps. But you get me out of this, and I'll make sure the Crimson Caravan pays you back. You've got my word.
All right, I guess. I mean, I ain't got nothing really, so it'll work.
Just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board.
All right. You don't think? Like I know how to fight. I can shoot.
Myself, actually. Who's gonna watch my back while I'm watching yours?
If you say so, dude.
Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
All right. Cool. You just living in a gas station? You just went right to sleep. Boy, you would be so easy to kill. What you got in here? See, I'm helping you. We're a team. I can take these things, right? I like that New Vegas has it where you can see landmarks in the distance that you kind of like to go visit. It's a key mechanic of making an open world feel good. But also, they kind of rig it where I know that if you go straight to like New Vegas when you can see it, you'll just die like immediately. And also, like the only thing I really see is that big cross, and it's driving me crazy. I'm gonna have to go check it out at some point, even if I die. All right, let's see. What was I doing? I'm gonna talk to Sunny Smiles. So I guess never sleeps. Yeah, she's sitting there staring at a wall. Not even music playing.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer?
Probably, I guess. Hey, you know that Ringo guy? You want to help me fight some people with him?
Say no more. I'm in.
All right. Well, that was easy.
Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo. But I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great.
All right, and Trudy seems like she's kind of standoffish. You got advice about her?
Her tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help.
All right. Is there just Chet guys? You're gonna be amenable?
Chet's vocabulary. Even with the town at stake, he'd still make you barter with him.
All right. And Easy Pete, he's just gonna hand over that. He doesn't look like he's prospecting these days, but what's a prospector without their dynamite?
Easy Pete's pretty protective of his dynamite.
Exactly.
You'd have to convince him you know a thing or two about explosives before you handed it over.
I can't do that. I'll see what I can do. Alright, let's see. I'm guessing everyone's on side. Should I just like try and take a nap? Or something? Maybe stand around for a few days? I know there's a stand around button. Where's the stand around button? There we go. Sure, why not? I'll stand here till the morning. Now I feel less bad about waking people up. Though I probably do look pretty unhinged. Let's see. Okay, we got our workbenches here. See who's first. This is the Good Springs General Store. Hey, you got any generals around here? We could use them. We got a big fight coming up. I am to believe this is the place that has generals.
Must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
Show them what you got. Okay, you got some playing cards. Boxing gloves. Okay, I don't have close to that. By the day. I do want some energy weapons eventually. A shovel, I could go loot some graves. He looks pretty evil though. Sure, why not? Silenced weapon might be nice. Do I have things I can sell? Sure, I can sell some drugs. Why not? Alright, I made a little bit back.
Another satisfied customer.
Oh, it's okay, puppy. It's okay. Apparently there are fireworks going outside. I don't know what. I don't think it's a holiday or anything. There's fireworks, and my puppy is not having it. It's okay. Hey, it's okay. It's okay, puppy. It's your fireworks. You okay? It's alright, puppy. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, you can stay right there. That's okay. Yeah, he does not like fireworks. I assume most dogs don't. It's okay. It's okay, puppy. It's okay. Yeah, you might hear him until the fireworks cheer out. Oh, what? You're okay. You're okay. It's just fireworks. Yeah, that's my puppy voice. Deal with it. Yeah, I need supplies to fight the powder
Now
gangers.
just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about.
Nah, I don't think so. Okay, so barter night. Okay, so I'm. Okay.
Right.
All right. So
Take it easy.
cool. I'm not. I don't have what I need to convince you. However, if I had something that would raise my barter, for example, which I think you sell, so I'm gonna have you sell me the thing to raise my barter, if I can afford it. Didn't you have that? Am I losing it? Yes, you have that. So I'm gonna take that.
Another satisfied customer.
and use it. And then hopefully I'll have enough to convince you.
You looking to buy some supplies?
Look, I've been doing some reading. I know how things are. You know, you got to hit your surplus, and you know, money is energy, as I've heard. So, look, if you let them take over the town, then you're gonna have a rough time, buddy. Like, I didn't need to do too much reading to figure out, like, if crazy people run the town, you're probably gonna have trouble selling things.
You made your point. I can provide people with some leather armor and extra ammo. Sure hope it's worth it. And I'll be guarding the store while all this is going on. I have to put my business first. You understand.
You know anything about the guys who shot me in the head? I just ask everybody.
Typical city boy. He had a bunch of great cons with him, probably hired guns. The great cons normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
Great cons. First I'm hearing of them.
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The great cons deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by great cons.
Hey, have you ever been to this New Vegas? I hear the guys going there to strip.
Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip.
Alright, so this guy's a house, but he's a man?
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
I have no idea.
Take it easy now.
Anyways, alright, so we got your help. That's good. I'll tell you what, I want to deal with this problem, but I'm going to have to end the stream soon, and I'm going to lose my mind if I don't go see what that big cross is about. So that's how we're going to end this. Let's find out about the cross. What is over there? I'm going to save first. Alright, let's see. I'll keep my gun ready. Alright, so we already got some coyotes. I'm interested to see if they mess with me if I don't mess with them. Maybe I can sneak. Yeah, I'll sneak over to the cross. Oh, I guess this is like a... No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm happy with the decisions I've made for myself. Oh, someone sees me. Okay. Oh, something's over there. Okay, more coyotes. There are coyotes everywhere. Are we gonna have a problem? All right. Hey. All right. See, this cemetery makes the other cemeteries look like junk. Okay, still more coyotes. Yangtze Memorial. Ooh, okay. Okay, I'm good here. I do want to check out this memorial though. Okay, clearly there are death claws. A lot of stuff over there though. There's where he's going to be stripping. Alright, but there's death claws that way, so I guess Prim is the way to go. Alright, so this is a big memorial. Hopefully this isn't a real memorial that I'm kind of picking at here, and people are going to be like, oh, this was for this war that was fought, and you're a horrible person. It's like, I just saw a big cross and wanted to see it, because it reminds me of something in my town. Open hollowed out rock. Well, look at that. Someone's going to be mad. And I'll put something in there for them. Let's see. What do I got? Here. Have some venom. On me. Okay. Got some crosses. Alright, give me 1 second here. Okay, sorry about that. My partner just got home. I am going to be ending the stream soon. That's unrelated to her getting home. It's just, I've been going for about 2 hours now, so I'm tired. I am going to loot these graves first, if it'll let me. Oh. Okay, yeah, I can loot this one. I'm assuming Karma won't like this, even if it's not telling me. Okay. Incinerator. Laser. Okay, okay. Okay, this seems really useful. I'm so glad I looted this grave. It's worth being a horrible person, apparently. Does it say who it was for? No? Alright. Well, I guess looting a grave is as good a thing as anything to end on. I got to see what's over here. I got a few new weapons. Now I have a reason to start raising my energy weapons too. Cool. Alright, well, I guess I will save here. Oh, hit the mic. Okay, so if you've been watching the stream, thank you. Make sure you like and subscribe. That's the puppo running around excitedly and getting a treat. So I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much for watching. I'm 3 Gnomes, and I'll stream again very, very soon. So if you like this, make sure you like and subscribe. Those of you that were a part of the chat throughout, New California Republic, William, Big Hade, Blake, thank you so much. And I don't have a cool sign-off, so I guess 3 Gnomes out. No, I'm not going to end with that. Maybe I will. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Alright. Bye.